Reese, what's kind of going through your head tonight? What's kind of the mood of the team coming off the field?
We're disappointed. It was a tough loss. We felt like we were in it the whole time. And honestly, I think everybody in the dugout thought that in the last inning that we were going to at least tie it up. I was thinking we were going to take the lead right there. So it was a tough one.
Their pitcher seemed to kind of add, be pretty competitive throughout, and even kind of add a little bit to his fastball late. What kind of made him a challenge, Fincher?
Honestly, you didn't know what his fastball was going to be. Honestly, I mean, he was anywhere from 82 to 90 the whole game. So I mean, it was a different type of pitcher that we saw, I thought, today.
What's I don't know, what's the message that you and the guys are telling each other after tonight, looking at the doubleheader tomorrow?
I mean, there's nothing you can do about this one. We just got to move forward and do what we can, take it game by game, and try to win the series.
If you would just kind of take us through the double and also the RBI single, just kind of tell me what you got and what you did with it.
The double, I knew, I think it was no outs, run on second. And I knew that it was a situation where they were going to try their best to get a strikeout. So I was just looking for something up, taking anything that I saw down, and I took a couple of good pitches and got to where I could hit a fastball, and that's what I got on that
one. How do you kind of mentally approach Louisiana Tech this season? I know y'all got them 4 games this weekend and then 4 more games. Y'all going to be seeing a lot of those guys. I mean, how are y'all approaching this?
I mean, just like any other game, honestly, we can't make any game too big or take any game too lightly. We just got to keep it even keel, and I think that's what we need to do.
What do you think of Hunter and the way he battled out there?
I think he really battled. I think he kind of got behind in some counts, and he battled his butt off and threw some good pitches and kept us in the game and kept us with the lead when he came out. So he did pretty good.
Have you just one more? Have you seen this team kind of handle situations like this before? Do you see this group being kind of even keel going into Saturday?
This is kind of reminded me of the Jacksonville State series. We honestly played way worse than we did today, but we got together and we said, hey, we got to buckle down. This isn't how we play. So we've been here before and we've responded, and we're about to see if we're going to do it again.
Coach, what did you say to the guys coming out the field?
Well, we just got to flush it, get ready to go tomorrow. I mean, everybody saw the same game that I did. We missed on too many opportunities offensively to score a run here and there. And, Louisiana Tech's a very good club. I mean, they didn't go away, but, we didn't either. So we, all the way to the end, we had a chance to win it, but couldn't get the runs that we needed in the 8th and the 9th to move it into extra innings or even win the thing.
What do you think about some of your guys' approach to at the plate right now? Were you kind of disappointed in some of the approaches tonight, or was it just kind of some tough luck?
No, I don't think so. I thought, I kind of judge everything off from, if we're putting balls in play, and, we had 5 strikeouts on the night. We just didn't put balls in play at the right time. Now and there in the 9th when we struck out, Trimble struck out. Obviously, that was a big strikeout. But we missed on opportunities earlier in the game. I think if you go back in the 5th inning, if you go back earlier than that, we weren't able to execute a squeeze. They did a good job elevating the pitch, and it was a tough pitch to Will to handle. And in all honesty, I mean it'd be tough to get that ball on the ground. So that was tough luck there. But in the 5th inning, when we had bunted bunted Johnson over to second, and Gabe hits that ball in right center. Their center fielder Bates did a heck of a job. He came a long ways to catch that ball. Otherwise, we'd have been up 2-0 at that point. And then the next hitter, Trimble, hits one off the pitcher's leg, and it ricochets right to the guy. So, as far as the approach, I wasn't disappointed at all. I think there were times, especially whenever we had a chance to get that run, that maybe we didn't tighten it up enough to get it done.
Hunter Stanley, maybe at times didn't seem like he had his best stuff, but he seemed to come through. What did you think about his night?
Well, you're exactly right. He did not have his best stuff, but he went out there and pitched with it. And I think that's what's important. You know, every every time you go out there, you're not going to have your best stuff. That would be too easy. You know, I think the sign of a true pitcher is when you don't. And he covered 6 innings, came out with the lead 1-0. He was at 94 pitches. Had really, I felt like, labored some there during that game, especially there in that 6th inning. He had to pitch out of there with a lot of emotion. So it was time to go to our bullpen and, credit La Tech, offensively, they greeted our bullpen, which we hadn't been greeted like that earlier in the game.
Coach, losing first game of the series, does it change your approach or maybe your plans for the second day with those 2 doubleheader games, or you just take it as it is and just we're going to continue?
Just roll, honestly, he just rolled to the next one. We just try to take it one at a time and commit to winning that game. So, our job now is to get a good night's sleep, flush this one, take the things that we didn't really do well and let's build on it. And the things that we did well, and let's take those into to game 2. But we need to even the series tomorrow, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Coach, you play this team 7 more times this season. It's really unusual. How do y'all approach this, seeing this team so much?
I don't think you approach it any different than anything else, in all honesty, Patrick. I think it's just you take it a game by game basis. I mean, that's the landscape that they've laid out for us. It happens to be La Tech that we play 8 times, and Southern Miss happens to be the team that La Tech plays 8 times. They're two really good programs that are going to get at it. So, I think you just take it one at a time. I don't know anything different that you can do. You certainly don't want to jump ahead to anything else.
What do you think about Reece Ewing, and what have you seen out of him lately?
Well, we didn't have him at Alabama. He was sick. He had a little stomach virus or something. But, I feel like Reece has been swinging the bat well. Both those hits that he had tonight were off a left-hander. I thought he had a really good approach there. So, I think he's honestly, I think he's one of our more consistent hitters in the lineup.
Coach, your team's been through losing the first game of the series, come back strong on the road. They're at home now. The mental makeup of your team, do you feel good about, where you're at and being in this situation, looking for tomorrow?
Yeah, I do. I mean, we've won 9 out of our last 11. Going in today, we'd won 9 out of 10. So we've been doing some things right. And at the end of the day, we hadn't been blowing people out. We all know that, but we've been doing things to win baseball games, and that's what we got to do tomorrow. Had we won this game tonight, it would have been a 1-run game, obviously, and it would have been another nail biter. But it didn't go our way, so tomorrow we have to come out and commit to winning this first game of a doubleheader.
Coach, Reece talked about their pitcher, Fincher. Seemed like he was really kind of working his fastball at different velocities. Was that something that y'all knew was going to happen coming in, or was that a little odd?
I'll tell you what, he really surprised me because he was 86, 88, and all of a sudden there in the 6th inning, I mean, he started to hit 90, 92 out of nowhere. And, I'm trying to figure out where he got this burst of energy from. But, I thought that the young man really pitched well. I thought Stanley pitched well. It was a tight zone tonight. Both of them had to fight through it. I think the 18 games prior to this, I think we've probably seen a little bit looser zones. Both have in conference, but I thought that the zone was consistent tonight, and both really had to come in and pitch and pitch well.